Hi kids, my name is Priscilla, and Miss Melanie asked me to come today to tell you some more about God's big story of Jesus. So I thought I'd tell you about some of the things I've seen and some of the things I've heard from the disciples and what's been going on. So the disciples have seen a lot of really good stuff that I know about. They saw Jesus perform a lot of miracles, and I even heard that he raised a man named Lazarus from the dead. It was Martha and Mary's brother, Lazarus. So a lot of really amazing stuff has happened. And then some sad stuff has happened too. So you know that Jesus got arrested, and then he got put on the cross, and he died on the cross, and he got put in a tomb, which was such a scary time for us. We couldn't believe that it happened. But then something else amazing happened. So Jesus was alive again, and people started seeing Jesus. Some of them didn't even know it was Jesus. So I want to tell you what's going on right now. So Jesus is alive. He's alive, and his disciples, even though they've seen all of this wonderful stuff, well, some of them really can't believe it. So Jesus has asked them to come to this mountain in Galilee. So they're all going to go to this mountain in Galilee, and when they get there, they don't know what's going to happen. They didn't know what was going to happen. So they go to this mountain in Galilee, and they trusted Jesus, so they climbed up the mountain, and when they got up there, guess what they saw? They saw Jesus. Jesus was waiting on that mountain in Galilee for them. They couldn't believe it. But you know what? Some of them still didn't believe it. Some of them still said, there's no way. They said they trusted God, but they said, there's no way. But they were reminded that Jesus is the Son of God and nothing is impossible. So when they got up to that mountain in Galilee, Jesus said to them, you need to go and tell everyone and teach everyone about me and tell everyone. Well, there weren't that many of them, and so they started to have doubts again, and they're like, there's no way. There is no way that we can do all of that work. And how are we ever going to make that happen? So while they were up on that hill, Jesus also ate a meal with them, because that helped some of them to understand that he was real. He was breathing and walking around and eating a meal. So, wow, they ate a meal together. Maybe he really is alive. So maybe anything is possible. So then Jesus told them something else. He said that God was going to give them a gift. Not a gift like this. You usually see gifts like this at Christmas, but did you know that Jesus taught us that God's going to give us another gift? Can you believe it? Another gift. He's going to give us the gift of the Holy Spirit to help them go tell everybody and help us go tell everybody about Jesus. Wow, I mean, that is amazing. So Jesus is alive. He's real. He wants everybody to go teach about him and tell his story. But here's what I really wanted to share with you today, and what Miss Melanie asked me to share with you. Something else happened. Something else amazing happened. So this cloud came and hid Jesus, and Jesus disappeared. Jesus went back into heaven. Jesus went behind this cloud and went back into heaven. And the disciples, they were so shocked, they just stood there. Guess what happened while they were standing there? 2 angels came and said, what are you doing? Why are you just standing there? What are you doing? You need to go and spread the word of Jesus. Well, they were amazed. So they did what Jesus told them, and Jesus said, go to Jerusalem and wait for the Holy Spirit. Go there and wait, and the Holy Spirit is going to come to you and is going to help you share the good news of Jesus and to share my good news. Wow. Disappeared behind a cloud and then angels showed up? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So they did what was told, and they went to Jerusalem to wait for their gift. The gift was going to be the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit was going to help them fulfill the task that Jesus asked them to do, which was to go and tell everybody and teach everybody about Jesus. So Jesus made us that promise, that gift from God, that Jesus would always be with us through the Holy Spirit. Wow. Well, it is so amazing. We just had no idea that the Holy Spirit was going to be this gift for all of us. And so, you kids today, you also get the gift of the Holy Spirit, which means you have the same job that those disciples had. Your job is to go out there and teach the world about Jesus. Even kids. God gave the Holy Spirit to everyone. So, just like the disciples told me, and now Miss Melanie asked me to come tell you, you have a mission from God. And that's to go tell everyone about Jesus. But not just to tell everyone like Jesus. I also need to remind you that you need to live like Jesus. You need to be kind and all of those other things that you've been learning about in Sunday school and at church and your families teach you. While you're out telling everyone about Jesus, they need to see that you live like Jesus. They need to see your kindness. That is so important. So, that seemed like a really big job to the disciples. It felt like a big job to me too. But I went out and I started a church. I went out and started to tell people. It was like a home church. And I went out and I invited people to my home to tell them all about Jesus. So that is what your mission is, kids. You need to get out there and tell Jesus, tell the story of Jesus, talk about Jesus' promise and God's promise to send us the Holy Spirit. Because the Holy Spirit means Jesus will always be with us. But there's this word, and Miss Melanie asked me to tell you about this word that goes with it. And that is determination. You have to be determined. And you have to keep going even when it seems impossible, because the gift of the Holy Spirit is with you, and you can be determined to keep going even when it seems impossible. Wow. So that you didn't get to see Jesus go into heaven like the disciples, but you get the gift of the Holy Spirit. So go out there and teach everyone about the amazing story, God's amazing story of his gift of Jesus and the Holy Spirit to all of us. Okay, kids, I want to pray with you. I'm so excited because I love having church in my home, and so now I get to have church with you and Sunday school with you, so I'd like to pray with you. Dear God, thank you for your amazing gifts. Thank you for all that you do for us. Thank you for giving us Jesus and then the Holy Spirit, which means Jesus will always be with us. Help us to stay determined and to keep going even when it seems impossible. Help us to remember to live like Jesus and then to teach people about Jesus, because people will listen to us so much better. They'll want to learn so much more about Jesus if they see Jesus shining through each of us. We thank you for our many, many blessings. And dear God, I'm only here visiting today to share this story, but I know that there are some people that are sick, and we want to pray for them to be well and to keep us safe and to help us through these new and different times. Thank you for all of our many blessings. We love you. Amen. Thanks, kids, for letting me come visit you today and to tell you the story. And something exciting, I'm going to tell you more of my story at Vacation Bible School. Miss Melanie and her friends are creating a Vacation Bible School experience that you can do at home. And it will be amazing. And I'm one of the people that you're going to learn about. So amazing. So I can't wait to come back and talk to you some more later this summer. And you can watch me on video again. And maybe you'll be able to meet me in person. We'll have to see. So everybody keep being kind, keep spreading the word of Jesus, and I can't wait to see you again, friends. Bye.